Hello, Yonghee.
Oh, I had enough rest.
Good, good, because now we are back with English 2, Unit 11, Part 2.
Ooh, we get started with part 2. Wow, wow, wow. Look at these amazing places, Professor Neil. Are you taking me to these places?
Yes, and we're talking about places you have been, what you did when you were there, and if you want to visit these places in the future, and what will you do if you go there.
I better write down the memo, all of them.
Yes, so let's go and explore the world. Starting with speaking 1.
Wow, lots of snows. Look at those people. How did they get there?
Well, by the looks of it, they are snowboarders and they are walking down very carefully.
Wow, they don't want to fall over.
Yonghee, have you ever been snowboarding?
No, I've never done the snowboarding. They don't have the shoes for me.
Okay. Well, have you ever been to Switzerland?
Yeah. I do love traveling, so I've been to Switzerland, but not those mountains.
Okay, so you saw the lower levels of Switzerland. Here we have some famous landmarks and some famous places in some famous countries, and that our friend Terry visited on his trip all over the world.
Wow, I envy him.
Yes, and so we're going to talk about the places he went and what he did when he was there. What did he enjoy? Who did he travel with? And where did he stay? First, though, Yonghee, what countries did he visit? So the first one is Switzerland. What is the second country that he visited?
That one looked like an opera house in Sydney, so it should be Australia.
Perfect, Australia. And where did he visit next?
He visited Taj Mahal in India.
Very nice. And then, where did he go?
That one looked like Cristo Redentor in Rio de Janeiro. In Brazil.
Brazil, very excellent. You know your countries.
Christ of the Redeemer.
In English, yes.
And next one is I've been there. It's a Sagrada Familia, designed by Gaudi in Barcelona, Spain.
Beautiful place, beautiful. And the last one?
That one looks like Manlijiangsong. In English, we call it Great Wall in China.
Of China, yes. Which supposedly you can see from space, but apparently that is not true. But of course,
lots of clouds.
I have never been to space, so I don't know if it's true or not.
I will ask my friend MP Squire whether he's seen it.
Because he's an international space traveler.
Galaxy.
We are just travelers on our own little blue-green planet. A little speck of dust in a very large universe. And when people travel, we like to ask them some information questions because we might want to go there ourselves. We might ask information questions using like what, when, what, who, where, and why did you go there? And to do that, you need to put it into questions that give you a past tense of the main verb, using the auxiliary did. So here we have our countries, and we have the question, have you ever been to, using the auxiliary. So for example, the first one, have you ever been to, Switzerland? And you might say, yes, I have been to Switzerland. Then, what did you, and do there? So do stays in its form. What did you do? And then the last one would have the past tense of the verb go. So for example, you'd say, I went skiing. Right? I went skiing. And so here the verb is just in its past tense, not past participle. Right?
Because the question was about did you do? So it's a past tense.
So let's practice some of these. So making sure we use all the verbs. So there they're all highlighted. And let's just practice. Let's put that one back. So Yonghee, I'm just going to run through them with you. Have you ever been to Switzerland? So for practice sake, just say yes for everything.
Yes, I have been to Switzerland.
What did you do?
I went skiing.
Have you ever been to Australia?
Yes, I have been to Australia.
What did you do?
I went.
When did you go?
I went there last year.
Have you ever been to India?
Yes, I have been to India.
What did you enjoy the most?
I enjoyed seeing the Taj Mahal.
Have you ever been to Brazil?
Yes, I have been to Brazil.
Who did you travel with?
I traveled with my friend.
Have you ever been to Spain?
Yes, I have.
Where did you stay?
I stayed in hostel.
And lastly, have you ever been to China?
Yes, I have been to China.
Why did you go there?
I wanted to walk on the Great Wall
of China. Excellent. So that is the speaking. Ask your partner these questions and take note of what your partner says. Ask your partner to say yes, even if it's not true. Right? And then try and guess which ones were not true.
So, Professor Neil, here on the screen you can see Q1, Q2. So, Q1 we are using have plus past participle main verb. So, when we talk about our experience that completed, maybe it might continue. So, we use present perfect participle tense. While question 2, Q2, we're asking about information in detail by using past tense, did something. So then we have to answer the question with past tense form of the verb.
Very nicely explained, Yonghee. Thank you for that. Yes. So I hope you have taken note of what Yonghee says because she is my TA and she's very knowledgeable.
I love learning, Professor Neil.
Good.
And traveling.
Yes, well, let's hope we can travel more in the future and move on.
Moving on.
To speaking to above Rio. Looking very beautiful there.
Wow, that's really, really beautiful.
High population. Speaking to, we're talking about experiences. We're just going to focus on part 1 here. So let's move away part 2 for a moment. And we're going to ask the questions and put the verbs into a past participle. So for example, have you ever stayed up all night?
Yes, I have.
What did you do?
I studied for examination.
Wow, you were going to make that sound so fun. Okay. Have you ever met someone famous?
Yes, I have.
What did you do?
I asked that person for autograph.
Who was it?
It was the very famous novelist.
Oh, yes, that's true.
Who won the Nobel Prize.
What was his name?
Le Glacier. He visited Busan.
I remember seeing that. Have you ever lived in a foreign country?
Yes, I have.
What did you do?
I did part-time work at McDonald's.
Wow. I never knew a cat could work in McDonald's, but that's a surprise.
I was attracting customers to come to our branch.
I thought it was because McDonald's had mice and you would have to catch the mice.
No. I sang a song and show people cat dance.
Okay, let's move on from craziness. Have you ever eaten Vietnamese food?
Yes, I have.
What did you eat?
I ate Vietnamese fish oil.
Have you ever owned a pet?
Yes, I have.
What did you own?
I had fish.
Okay, well that's good. Alright, well, see, we're not going to do all of them. Because, so it'll be like, have you ever broken a bone? Have you ever lost something expensive? Have you ever uploaded a video to the internet? Have you ever seen a big concert? Have you ever cut your own hair?
Professor Neil, I'm not so sure about my pet fish because I ate them.
Okay, well, moving on from that rather well, who hasn't? Alright, so ask your partner these questions, and then after you've asked your partner these questions, I will ask you answers. So things like, have you ever broken a bone? Have you ever lost something expensive? What did you do? Have you ever loaded a video to the internet? What did you upload? Have you ever seen a big concert? What did you see? Have you ever cut your own hair? What did you think?
Wow, this is very, very interesting way of asking questions.
Yes, it does make it interesting. But for now, we're moving on because that's been done in class and that's been done with their partners. And we're moving on to speaking 3, getting ready for work. I mean, who doesn't want to get ready for work? And here we have Bridget is ready for work. Make questions with yet and answers with already. Oh, okay, well, we haven't really done that. We're just using them in short form for practice. Has she already gotten up?
Got up?
Has she already gotten up? Alright. You could say has she already got up, but so get is quite can be got or getten. Alright. Has she already taken a shower? Has she already dried her hair? Yes, she has. No, she hasn't yet. No, she hasn't yet. You can't use yet with yes, but you can say no, she hasn't yet. Right, meaning that she's going to. She's going to.
Here, yet means
not yet.
So negative.
Yet means you're going to do something. So again, ask your partner the questions, and with has, she, and then yes or no. Okay. So we'll leave that for part work. For now, moving on.
Another moving on.
Yes, classroom activities. So we got some more question sections going on.
That's very, very beautiful.
It does look like you should go there. I mean, I think the guy built it for his wife who had 14 children. She died giving birth. He loved her so much, he built her this beautiful building to remember her.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah, so it makes it probably the most romantic building in the world. In classroom activity, we want you to find someone who has done these activities and write their name down. So again, you're just going to go round and ask them. And if they say yes, you take note of their name. So for example, Yonghi, have you ever gone fishing?
Yes,
So
I have.
Yonghi. Have you ever seen a horror film?
Yes.
Have you ever met someone famous?
Yes.
Have you ever been in a car accident?
Yes.
Oof. Have you ever given to a charity?
Yes.
All right.
I did all of them.
So we're just asking you to write a name. You could, if you wish, ask a follow-up question if you are interested in if you want to know more. So like, have you met someone famous? Yes. Who did you meet?
Oh, then can I ask a question to you, Professor
Yeah, go on
Neil?
then.
Have you ever gone fishing?
Let's see. Asking your team. Yes, I have.
Have you seen a horror film?
Let me just do this. We'll slow it down because I want to be able to use it in class again. So we're going to repeat it just quickly. So you're going to be asking your team, as Yongyi is asking me because I'm on her team. And for that, we're not going to ask all the questions. We're going to ask 8 questions. So, and then you're going to just say if they have or haven't. But you can ask follow-up questions. So let's say this is Neil. Okay, is name number 1. All right, so we're just going to do this as a team, Yonghi. So if you ask me the question then.
Have you gone fishing?
Yes, I have.
Oh, that's new. Have you seen a horror film?
Yes, I have.
That's new. And have you met someone famous?
Yes, I have.
Ooh, who was it?
Helena Bonham Carter.
Wow.
Helena Bonham Carter. If you
Red Queen.
Yes, if you remember me, well, I will feel honored.
Number 4. Have you been in a car accident?
Yes, I have. I wrote off my mum's car when I was 17 years old.
7 years
17, sorry. I drove it into a brick wall.
Oh, well done, Professor Neil. Have you ever given to charity?
I guess given money. Yes, I've given some money to charity.
McDonald's, when I worked, lots of little boys donated 1p.
Okay.
In a charity job.
I don't want to hear that story.
I think you done that too.
Yes.
Number 6. Have you ever sung karaoke?
Karaoke, which in Korea is noraebang, singing room. Yes, I have. How about you, Young-hee?
I've never been to karaoke.
Okay, you never sung karaoke in a pub in England?
Oh, no.
Okay.
And number 7. Have you ever ridden a jet ski?
Yes, I have. In the Philippines. On Christmas Day.
Wow.
Amazing.
Lucky you, Professor Neil. And finally, number 8. Have you ever played in sports team?
Not for a long time.
Have you?
Yes, I have. I played in a 5-a-side team on Haeundae Beach, and I won the beach soccer tournament, scoring the winning goal about 15 years ago. Wonderful experience.
Why? It doesn't sound like real.
Yes, okay. Moving on.
Moving on. Wow, I've been there. It's beautiful.
Me too. It's a beautiful building, amazing building, so gothic and unusual.
With all those spiral stairs.
Didn't they finish it recently? I think haven't they finished it now?
Not yet.
After like hundreds of years.
200 years.
Okay, well, let's do the listening then. Okay, so here we have Laurie and Alice are moving to a new apartment. Listen and check the things they have already begun. So we've got call the moving company. They did that. Cancel the newspaper subscription. Did they do that? Pack jewelry in a safe place. Clean the kitchen. Hire a cleaning company. Back up computer files. Pay a deposit on the new apartment. So let's listen to their conversation, and then we will give you the answers. Alice, have you called the movers yet?
Yes, I called them yesterday.
Great. Have you also cancelled the newspaper subscription?
Oh no, I forgot all about it.
It's not a problem. I'll cancel it tomorrow.
How's your room looking? Have you packed everything valuable? We should put our jewelry in one box and move it ourselves.
I've already packed mine. You can add yours to that box on the counter.
Thanks. We still have lots of junk in the kitchen.
I've already started throwing away some stuff. There's a big pile in the corner.
I see. This whole place is a mess. We'll need to call a cleaner.
Actually, I've already called a cleaning company.
You're awesome. I'm also worried about our computers. We should back up important files before moving.
I agree. I'll stop by a computer store after making the deposit on the new apartment tomorrow. That was the end of the listening. Now we will provide you with the answers. I will read the sentence and Young-hee will say if it was in the dialogue or not.
Ooh, Professor Neil, fish time.
Fish time. Okay, let's just make, hopefully we got these ones right. So, you just say yes or no, Young-hee. Did they cancel the newspaper subscription?
No.
Okay. Did they pack jewelry in a safe place?
Yes.
Did they clean the kitchen?
Yes, but it's still messy.
Yes. Did they hire a cleaning company?
Not yet. I think they should call cleaning.
But I think they've hired hang on.
Yes, he did call, right?
Okay. And did they back up computer files?
Not yet, because they have to buy something to back up.
And did they pay a deposit on the new apartment?
New apartment? Did they pay? Not yet.
No, little clue there. All right, so those are the answers. If you want to read the dialogue, turn to the back of the book and practice reading the dialogue and checking the answers. As usual, we're going to move on. We are moving on.
Moving on, traveling around the world.
Yes, with our reading.
That would be quite a walk for me.
I think I have never been to the Great Wall of China. It's something I'd like to do. And it looks like if I do go, I will be there with lots of other people showing their tummy.
What are you talking
about? The guy just then was showing his tummy.
He looks like Pistorius.
But this guy's called Rick Hartman, similar. Right? So he's the one with an amputated leg and who recovered and went on to win medals at the Paralympics in the 100-meter dash and the long jump.
Oh, he's got in assistance leg.
Yes, he has, because he had a disability, they gave him a prosthetic leg.
Prosthetic.
Well,
very difficult word.
Yes. So as it says, he was born without a bone in one of his legs. The doctors cut his right leg below the knee when he was 9 years old. However, this disability has not stopped Rick from following his dreams.
When he was 9 months.
Yes, when he was young, Rick joined a running club.
Baby.
However, he soon quit because he had troubles with his knee. At 12 years old, he went back to the hospital for another surgery. It was very hard for him. He did not take strong painkillers because they might block the growth of his bone. But eventually he continued, and he would later be in the Paralympic Games, and he would win medals.
Wow, amazing!
All right, so they gave him his special limb, and he was able to enter these events. So yes, Rick Hartman has shown sports fans the power of courage and commitment.
And willpower.
Willpower, yes. So here, read it, and then try to write the answers, and then check your answers with us or at the back of the book. So, how old was Rick when he lost his right leg?
He was 9 months.
Yes, he was 9 months old. Why did Rick quit his running club?
Because he has trouble with his knee.
And when did Rick start training again?
In 2008, he started again.
And where has Rick travelled to talk at hospitals?
Around the world.
Close. He travelled to the United States.
And United States.
Which events did Rick win at the Paralympics?
He won the 100-meter dash and the long jump.
And finally, what has Rick shown sports fans?
Courage and commitment.
Very nice. Well, congratulations to Rick Hartman, and let's hope his life story is an inspiration to all of you and all of us. Very
amazing.
Very admirable. So he learned to move on with life, and we are learning to move on too. With the grammar review.
Wow, scary sudden appearance of a spaceship.
Yeah, well, we're not moving on, we're moving on to the moon. Part A, we're going to leave for self-study because you just got to choose A or B, which one is the correct sentence. Part B, looks like we're giving you the answers. So self-study would be to write these answers down. And then, but part C, the reason I've moved quickly for this is because we're going to do them in a group quiz. So in class we're going to have a quiz, but here we have Neil and Yonghee. So Yonghee, if you ask me the questions, and I will give you my answers, some personal information about myself.
Ooh, Professor Neil, what have you done?
Okay, good question. Been to Jeju. I have been to Jeju.
What have you never done?
I have never climbed Baekdu-san.
Rather difficult at the moment.
Yes.
What have you just done?
I have just eaten lunch.
What have you already done?
I have already drunk coffee.
What haven't you done?
I haven't finished yet.
The class haven't finished
Because
yet.
I've got to ask Yonghee her question. So Yonghee, what have you done?
I have been to Gyeongju.
What have you never done?
I've never climbed Mount Mont Blanc.
Oh, yes. Okay, that was the one. Yes. What have you just done?
I have just eaten 2 fish.
Okay. What have you already done?
I have already drunk milk. Yummy.
And what haven't you done?
I haven't found my dream yet.
Oh, wow, that's a big dream. Well, hopefully we can find your dream in Unit 12. If we haven't found it in Units 1 to 11, hopefully we can find it in the next units. So this is a group quiz. Ask your team members the questions and then share your answers with the class about your experiences. I mean, hopefully I've enjoyed this unit. I hope you've enjoyed this unit. But we have finished.
Finished! Unit 11 finished. 1 more unit to go.
Yes, so that was English 2. This is the end of Unit 11. Thank you very much for joining us. We hope you have great adventures and great experiences in the future. For now, this is goodbye from me, your Professor Neil, and goodbye from my dear Yonghee.
Bye bye everyone. Bye bye.
Bye.